My name is Dipamita Roy, a consultant clinical psychologist practicing at MFine. Back in 1930s, the Harvard University started with a few hundred participants a longitudinal study to see what exactly contributes to people's well-being and makes them happy. And they have come up with the findings that it's not the money they earn, it's not their fame or wealth, but at the end of the day, it's their relationships that they nurture throughout their lifetime that makes them happy. Interesting, isn't it? Happiness might look different to different people. For someone, it might be going for a vacation to the mountains or beaches, or partying with their friends over the weekends, or probably cooking their favorite meal and having an alone time, right? Everybody have their own definition of happiness. Irrespective of that, in 2022, while the world is still recovering from the global pandemic and one ongoing war, we have also realized that at the end of the day, it's our relationship that plays a very, very significant role in all of our lives. It's about the bond that we share with our parents, our grandparents, our partners, or our children, or even with our friends and colleagues, right? And what exactly we do in order to keep ourselves happy. What are the things that we are doing in order to incorporate some lifestyle changes into our day-to-day basis, about our self-care is what keeps us sane and eventually happy in long term. Regardless of your version of true happiness, being happy, living a happier, more satisfied life is within our reach. Let us discuss today a few tips that all of us can incorporate in our day to day life in order to become and be a little bit more happy. Boost your happy hormones. Well, you have heard it right. There are a few hormones in our body, which is also known as happy hormones, which can help us feel much more pleasurable and make us happy eventually. So, what are these hormones? Number one, dopamine. Dopamine is also known as our feel good hormone, which also plays a very important role in our brain's reward system. Number two, serotonin. Serotonin helps in regulating our emotions. Number three, oxytocin. Oxytocin is also called our love hormone, which is essential for a parent child bonding and also increases through physical intimacy. Number four is endorphins, which is our body's natural pain reliever. So, whenever we are exercising, our body tends to release more amount of endorphins. These happy hormones can be boosted by all of us by incorporating a few healthier life choices in our day-to-day living. Let us discuss a few things that you can do in order to boost your happy hormones. Go out in the sunlight during the daytime. Sunlight is not just essential for increasing your vitamin D levels, right? But researchers have also shown that exposing yourself to sunlight, preferably in the morning, and probably starting your day with some exercises and physical activity, or even going for some brisk walking, can definitely help in releasing more amounts of endorphins and serotonin in your body. Smile more often. Don't we say laughter is the best medicine? Of course, laughter is not going to treat your ongoing health conditions, but it will definitely help in boosting your dopamine and endorphin levels. So, the next time when you are joining your Zoom meetings, try to start off with a smiling face. Greet your colleagues. If you meet them at the cafeteria, or even if you are catching up with your friends outside of your comfort zone, make sure to laugh at them, make sure to crack a joke, share memes with them, watch comedy shows, and remember to smile more often. Other than these, happy hormones can also be boosted by incorporating a lot of relaxation activities in your day to day basis. Explore your hobbies. It could be gardening, it could be adopting a pet, it could be any other activities that you would generally like doing for yourself. Make sure that no matter how busy you are, you take the time out to invest in yourself. And that would definitely help you to feel and become much more happy in long term. Practice gratitude. Being grateful for what we have as compared to probably what we don't have can make a huge difference. When we are stuck, we are anxious, we find it difficult to even acknowledge the good things that surrounds us. But if we can take even 5 minutes in a day to reflect on all the good things that we might have, or the people that we have, the things that we should be thankful for, and we can, if we can spare 5 minutes of our time to invest in that, then definitely in long term it would make a huge difference in our lives. We might just start noticing the people around us. We might just start appreciating the small efforts that every one of us undertake in order to make ourselves feel a little better. And the more we acknowledge, the more we be thankful for them, and the more we are practicing gratitude, it can definitely make us and feel much more happier in life. Compliment. Who doesn't like a compliment from someone? Be it from a stranger, be it from a friend, be it from your managers or your co-workers or anybody that surrounds us. And researchers have also shown that complimenting can also be an act of service or an act of kindness, which automatically makes us feel more satisfied as well. So make sure that every now and then, whoever that you see around us, start complimenting them. And in a way, in return, you will also be boosting your own happiness. Take time to reflect. Take time to reflect on your days, your weeks, your months, and the year that just went by. Some days might be good, but some days might not be. It's okay. Life is not a bed of roses, but some days might just be. If we take the time to reflect, we can see so many more things that happens to us on a day-to-day basis. It helps us acknowledge the people who we are surrounding ourselves with, the people who made us smile, the people who made a lot of differences in our lives. We start appreciating them, we start being thankful towards them. And at the same time, we also start acknowledging the successes that we have achieved, the failures that we might have embraced, and so much more. It is also important to reevaluate our goals, the short term goals that we have, as well as the long term goals. Only when we look into our goals, we understand how far are we from our goals, what it might take for us to achieve those goals. And the more we reflect as well as reevaluate, it definitely helps us working towards our higher purpose in life. And in a way, it also helps us finding our true happiness, the things that we are truly passionate about, the things that we want to do for the rest of our lives. Rekindle your relationship. Remember the happiness study I just spoke about from Harvard University a while back? It's needless to say that we need to take out time, and it requires a little bit of a dedication and efforts on our way, on our part, to rekindle our relationships. So make sure that you are focusing and you are prioritizing the relationships in your life. Make sure to call up your parents and your grandparents every other day to have us conversations with them. There might not be a lot of things to talk about every single day, but even those 5 minutes long conversations can make a huge difference in your life. Text that one friend from school or college with whom you probably would have shared a good memory but probably lost contact with. It's your time that you go back to them and share a good laugh about whatever that you have probably done in the past, and make sure that you are taking that time out for your friendships and for your relationships in life. There's something extremely special about our friendships and our bond that we share with our childhood friends. Make sure that you are investing in those relationships while you continue to chase your dreams and chase your career. Take time for your partner too. Have an impromptu date night for yourself. Go for movies, go for vacations, and make sure to cuddle and appreciate each other every now and then. Keeping the spark alive in relationships usually takes a little bit of an effort and dedication when you probably would have been with the person for several years now. Acknowledge and embrace your unhappy memories. While we are trying to be happy, it's not always possible to let go of all the unhappy memories that we hold back on. It's okay to have those memories in place, but at times it's also important that we start acknowledging those emotions, we start acknowledging those memories, and then allow ourselves to sink in those emotions and then shift our focus to a better and a more happier memory. Finally, last but definitely not the least, let go of the grudges. This is definitely easier said than done, but sometimes letting go of your grudges can be an act of forgiveness and can definitely is more of a self-care for you rather than a compassion for others. Take stock of relationships with others. Ask yourself, is there anyone in your life towards which you are holding against a lot of resentment or grudges? If possible, try to reach out to the person and have a word. Not necessarily you are looking for a reconciliation, but probably talking to the other person can might help you to let go of the grudges. Or even it could also mean that it's time for you to move on and probably end the relationship too. If reaching out is not an option, try to let go of your emotions through a letter. Try to write a letter to the person, addressing the person. You don't have to necessarily send the letter to the other person, but even letting your feelings out of your mind can be definitely a lot more free. Dumbledore was once seen quoting, "Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light." I hope each and every one of you find your true happiness. Take care of yourself.
Don't forget to like and share this video. For more such videos, do subscribe to the MFine channel and hit the bell icon to never miss any update.